Welcome back, everybody. Glad you could join me on another video here about travel blogs by Noah. We got a short video here about our trip to Edinburgh, Scotland. This was back in 2019 or so. So the last week of 2019, the year before COVID hit. This is actually our last trip to England and our last trip to Europe since COVID. So we really need to get back into the habit of doing these trips again. So a quick little video here. This is looking down at Edinburgh Castle and the surrounding area. You can see the cathedral there in the middle. That construction area on the right hand side, that construction was not there on our trip. It's more like the big, wide, open area. They probably had some concerts there or something for that scaffolding. And the fortress or the castle itself is over to the left of the window here. You kind of out of view there. You get a small piece of it. And the train station on the right hand side is where we actually had the Christmas park area and the watch the fireworks from. But beautiful part of the country and beautiful city there. If you get a chance to go to Scotland or the UK to that area, it is definitely worth adding the city to your itinerary. So we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves there. So some shots here from the trip. Oh, well, who all joined us on this trip? This is the trip where I went with my sister April. Missy joined us, my brother Troy, our mom, and then me. So the five of us were traipsing across the UK, Scotland, all the way up to Loch Ness, which is another video I've got posted, and then New Year's Eve back in Edinburgh. So a lot of fond memories from this trip. So this is a shot here of the area at the castle. So the castle is actually behind the camera here. This is the area that had all the scaffolding. You can see the chapel, the cathedral in the middle there. I got some shots there from that area. April and Missy. We've got a shot there looking at the cathedral behind us. You see me on the left. In the background middle, my sister, Troy, mom, and Missy. It's a little chilly. It was the last week of December, so no snow, no rain though. That's good for us, and we did have a great time just hanging out. Just dress warmly and enjoy it. Wear your gloves. You need the gloves when you go traveling there. This is the front door of the cathedral there. I got the nutcracker for one of our friends over in the States, Maureen. So she loves collecting those, so I could at least get a photo for her in front of the cathedral. And this is the a shot looking at the castle itself. So the cathedral would have been behind us. It's my brother there in the middle of the orange jacket, my mom in the white jacket. You can see me in the distance with the long black trench coat, and then Missy on the right. I guess April must have taken that photo for us. And this was getting pretty close to sunset that New Year's Eve. So you can see the sun's already pretty low against the horizon there behind the castle. So we spent the rest of that night enjoying the city, the surrounding area. Switch over to the next shot here. This is a night inside the city, not too far from the castle itself. In this shot here, one of the main streets of the city, on the left-hand side, you can see the Christmas market area. There's actually, I only have a little shot, a side piece of that area, but it was a pretty wide area with lots of shops, food and beverages and everything, and merchandise you can buy for Christmas and souvenirs. So, a great little addition to stop there for your Christmas trips. On the right hand side, that glass cover just as a entrance down to the below ground train station, which we stayed above while we were watching the fireworks. There's a bridge kind of behind the camera on the right that we stayed on to watch the fireworks from. And then all this is in front of that Royal British Hotel area. So great part of the city. We felt really welcome there, safe to go out there day and night, and did a lot of walking, a lot of cobblestone streets area in the area as well. So you um, wear some good walking shoes on your trip out there. Dinner that night. So well before New Year's Eve, we found a little restaurant that we can all get together. You can see Mom, Troy, April, Missy, and myself there having a great little dinner there before midnight. It's actually a couple of hours before midnight, I guess. And then we found another bar area closer to midnight. We were getting really tired. We had been traveling from the States. Jet lag is still a part of it. And we were dragging a little bit, especially after all the days we've been traveling, going to Stonehenge and London and the Loch Ness area. And so, but this little bar here we found was used to be a building for all of the candle maker conglomerate uh, hundreds of years ago. No more candles are made there. Now it's just a bar, but it's a neat place that we found to get together and just wait out a little time before it actually got to midnight. And then maybe we did have a few drinks with us. That's my sister on the right hand side of my traditional pointing pose of the camera. So we were thoroughly enjoying ourselves for that New Year's Eve in Edinburgh. I'm sure April will love that shot. And then this is this shot here, back looking at the Christmas area, the Christmas market area over that main street. You can see Royal British Hotel on the right-hand side. There's that main street. Edinburgh Castle would have been over to the left in the distance. And then we're on a bridge looking out over that area, and the fireworks would be ahead of us. And we've got some shots there. You can see looking out over that bridge in the distance. You've got some like fair rides where that swing there as everybody's sitting on the swings goes up, it just swings everybody around in front of that big cathedral as a backdrop. So it was a very festive area, a great time and great weather for it. Chilly, but great time for it, great weather. The fireworks, awesome display there in the city, especially from that bridge area over the train section. I think it's a little funny there that everybody has their heads down looking at their phones with all the fireworks going off. Of course, we did the same thing. So it's just part of how we all live our lives right now. And my brother Troy with fireworks behind him. You can see a good shot there with all the lights. Probably getting pretty close to the finale there. A lot of stuff going off. And then a group, though none of those people there were with our group. They were just with us in that area on the bridge section watching the fireworks. And then, even though, even with the fireworks and the crowds and everything, another huge part about it is the architecture. I'm a big architecture fan there. It's a beautiful way they built all those buildings hundreds of years ago. They're still standing and very ornate and just stand out and just grab your attention. So beautiful architecture throughout Edinburgh, surrounding area, London, and Europe. So love seeing that wherever we go over there. Then, we did stay the next day before we actually flew back to the States. It's just a overview from Edinburgh Castle, flying back across the Atlantic back to the States there to wrap up our trip on January 2nd. My brother and I years ago decided that, hey, we would take these trips and we would end up flying back on the 1st, but we would always stay out till after midnight for New Year's Eve. And it's just a horrible, a horrible thing to do to wake up on New Year's Day after you partied all night long with everybody and then fly all the way across the Atlantic on a long flight, like 9-hour flights. So we decided that at some point we would always just not fly on the 1st. We would wait and come back on January 2nd. So it's probably one of our better uh, decisions on all of our travel plans. Travel back on the 2nd. All right, that wraps up this video with you. So glad you could join me. I've got more stories and more videos on YouTube, on this channel, and on my blog site at travelblogsbynoah.blogspot.com. Go check those out. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of our time uh, in the uh, in uh, in the UK and Scotland area. Have a great day. And if you get a chance to go travel, by all means, go travel. See the world. Enjoy it. Even if it's just a little bit out of your normal area. Go travel, see something new. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon.